Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show we are going to have Pat. Pat's from Canada, but he lives in England, in the UK. So let's see what Pat has to say. Enjoy the interview. So hello Pat, how are you?
I am super good. How you doing?
Very well. Thanks so much for taking the time today for the interview. Thank you.
That's okay.
So tell me, how was your day today?
It's been a beautiful day. I don't know whereabouts you are you're in the UK, right?
Yeah, I'm in London, yes.
It's gorgeous today, right? Oh my goodness.
Beautiful. And
So
tomorrow
yeah,
it's going to be 24 degrees tomorrow. It's going to be
I
even.
I know. I can't wait. I'm gonna go do some work in the garden, and I think I'm just gonna stay outside all day.
Besides the weather, what has been the highlight of your day today?
You know what? I had some really progressive and amazing meetings today with some production people in LA. So that is really good stuff. Um, And you, obviously. I've been looking
Oh,
forward to this for a couple of weeks. So yeah, this is great.
sweet. So tell me where you're from, Pat.
Um, I'm actually from Quebec in Canada
Oh,
originally.
wow.
C'est parler français, c'est petit, c'est québécois, c'est non pas.
And why London? Why you're based in London right now?
Well, I was in Canada and I did a little bit of work over there for a while, but my career started here. So
Mhm.
I kind of came back last year. Um, and I'm loving it. It's good. It's a bit of a struggle in some aspects, but it's pretty good. It's okay.
I see. So you spend most of your time in London, but you are originally from Canada, from Quebec.
Yeah, so I travel a lot. I go backwards. I do recordings there. I come
Mhm.
here. I do acting here. It's kind of I go where they take me, basically.
Amazing. So tell me, what is the biggest joy of being an artist? So walk me through a bit more about your career.
You know what? It's the freedom. It's the freedom of to express who you are
Mhm.
and to share with other people um, in their projects, especially because those projects that's their babies, right? And if you can make their babies walk and run quicker, oh, well, that's good for me. It makes me feel good.
Amazing. Right, so let's start the interview, of course. When I was checking your profile, and of course, the tag of your name on Instagram is the man that roars. So why is that? Tell me a little bit more about the phrase behind.
So when I was a kid, um, I started doing this when I was like 11, and
Mhm.
people would just call it the roar. It actually started off because it was the 80s and it was in England. And it started off with beatboxing, actually. How it really started off was the like the deep beatboxing sounds. Um, but I had an illness when I was a child. So because when I moved to England from Canada, I got really sick and my sisters got sick. One of my sisters moved back because she got sick. She was in hospital here and everything. So I ended up getting this strange thing going on with my throat, which just made me able to roar, which is kind of weird. And actually, I was actually told to leave my parents had a meeting with the headmaster, and they said maybe Pat should go to a different school because he's a little bit disruptive. And all it was just me making sounds at the back of the class, like doing doing like a TIE fighter, like this or whatever, just making silly sounds. So yeah, so I ended up in a private school in Eastbourne called St. Bede's. And the drama teacher there she was totally amazing. And she could see that I was already singing in plays like the Mikado and Peter Pan and the Pirates and Penzance and all sorts of stuff. But she could see I had this extra gift. So she had a friend that worked at the Dome Theatre in Brighton, and she got me to do the crocodile for Peter Pan. So I'd sit backstage when I was a little boy, like 12, 11, and I would do it. And that's how it started, really. It's really how it started.
Oh. That's amazing. I love those stories where, people can spot something different about ourselves and they somehow explore a little bit more about it. I think it's
Right.
incredible. And I think teachers, they have this talent of seeing that in the children and somehow, explore a little bit. I think it's amazing.
Exactly. And I think it's something we are really missing these days. We're catching it too late. Like we're catching people's gifts too late. Like, oh, you're old. Like, damn it, we should have got you when we were making Star Wars 30, 40, 50 years ago. Like, it's and when it comes to my agency, that's what we do as well. We look for those people. So,
Wow.
yeah.
By the way, should I call you Patrick or Pat?
You can call me Pat. Actually, we were actually having a conversation. My original name was Paddy. Everyone used to call me Paddy.
Wow.
So we're talking about maybe changing it to Paddy because maybe it's friendlier. Because the man that roars, sounds so angry. But then, oh, it's Paddy. It sounds great.
But are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box.
Oh,
So I have here my best friend. Of random fun questions. So what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna play a song this first to relax before the first question, okay?
yes, totally.
Amazing. Let's do it. Right, so before I start the interview, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay? Amazing. First question for you is, if you could ask for a miracle, what that would be?
Oh, my Lord. That's a big question. I would like to see what peace would look like on planet Earth.
That's a good one.
I think it would be nice to see what that looks like.
Wow.
Yeah.
And and what's the meaning of life for you when you think about life?
The meaning of, it's a very deep meaning for me, actually. The meaning of life, I think it's about being the best person you can
Mhm.
because I have a very philosophical. I have a philosophical look on life, which is very different. I look at us as the embodiment of the universe, where we are the top model of the universe. The universe created us, and we're the top model. We're the listening eyes of the universe, and I think we should do our best to do our best, really. And I don't think we do. I think humans generally we don't do a good job.
Tell me a life lesson that life has taught you that you feel very grateful for it.
Nearly dying. I nearly died in 2016, and um, it brought me back to who I was. It brought me back to what was real.
Wow.
And yeah, yeah, you basically find you redefined yourself again. You're like, oh, geez, I forgot, I forgot, and
Wow.
yeah, yeah.
Are you okay to share what happened to you at the time or not? Want to keep it
Oh,
private?
sure. I was. It's a silly story. I was turning 40 at the time, and I lived in Toronto and had a beautiful house that was an old mortuary. And none of the kids or anybody would go into the basement because it still had like stuff from when they used to do bodies down there, like the slabs and the weird rooms and stuff. So nobody would go down there. So it was just me. So I built a gym. I built a gym and I was like, I'm going to build a gym and get really buff and big when I'm turned 40 and lose all this dad fat. And so there I was constantly for 4 months working out. Little did I know there was a carbon monoxide leak in the basement from the boiler.
Oh,
And so every time I was down there, I was just sucking up carbon monoxide. So it got to the point, I think it was April. It's wow. It's 10 years ago. Exactly today. No, it could be exactly 10 years today. That's insane.
wow.
Um, and I was working out this one time and I was feeling faint and I was like, oh, and I tried to get up the stairs and I collapsed. And then I got to the first floor and I collapsed. And
Wow.
my ex-wife found me, and she thought I had a heart attack. And she called the ambulance. I don't remember anything. The only thing I remember is waking up in the hospital later, way later on, with my nephew jumping up and down in the bed, and people saying, "Oh, you had a stroke." But later they found out it was a TIA brought on by carbon monoxide poisoning. So scary
Wow.
stuff. Really, really, really scary. Luckily, it just
Mhm.
affected me and my four daughters and my ex-wife. Everybody was fine. So, so
Wow, that's incredible.
yeah.
When you look back, do you think that this event meant to happen for you or to you?
Like it was it meant to be sort of thing, you
For
think?
some reason, did you learn something about it? Did you see life in a different way after that?
Oh,
How do you
oh,
see?
yeah, like it changed who I was. It changed
Hmm.
who I was completely. Um, and it made me realize I need to go. I kept on trying to reinvent myself.
Hmm.
And then I thought, why don't I just go back? Go back to where I started this whole journey of what I like. And I thought, what did I like? And I hadn't done a acting job since 2011. I did a Bigfoot thing. So it was a long time. And I thought, let's go back. Let's go back to that. And I did. And I went straight back to where it all began and got
Oh,
back into games and acting and all this stuff. And here I am today, just still going.
wow, amazing. Very good. Next question. Let's do it. Right. Next question for you is, what's your all-time favorite band and why?
Oh. Are we talking like my favorite old band or my favorite band that I think is kind of old and cool?
Either way, when you think about favorite bands of all time that somehow build, your life journey, your memories, what comes to your mind?
Pearl Jam. It's got to be Pearl Jam. Um, they connected with me when I was a young man, and
Uh-huh.
they kind of went with and they were one of the bands that the lead singers never died, so they kind of went with me along the journey. So they're still here today, and
Uh-huh.
I still listen to them, and I still wail to their songs today. So yeah, I kind of they're awesome, and plus they're really good exercise for lung work when you want to sing some Pearl Jam as well.
Top three favorite songs of them for you.
Oh, Black by Pearl Jam, uh, Jeremy. Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, and the third one, Wild Eyed. This is a rare one. You might not know this one, or people look it up. Wild Eyed Crazy Mary. It's one of their older songs,
Right.
but it's amazing. It's amazing. You can really with it.
When I was checking your profile, Pat, I could see that you participate on Canada Got Talent. Yeah?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
So, um, I was living in Quebec, and I'm from Quebec, and I thought I'd represent Quebec, and I thought I was talking to my agent back then, and they were like, "Oh, it's good. It'll be good. This will be great." I auditioned for the original part. I got in. I got to the second audition. I got in,
Wow.
and then this is the scariest part. So the day of filming, there's a lot of people in the crowd, and you have Howie Mandel, Carnell, Shania Twain, and that Canadian actress, comedian Catherine Ryan. That's it. She's mean. And I was the first person. So when you see it on TV, it's out of order. It's not how it is. I was the first audition on the first day, the first person. I was basically the first person thrown out there, and I was like, "Oh
Wow.
my God!" And they're like, "You okay with this?" And I had my daughters with me.
Oh,
Um, and I got put on stage, and I actually the act you see on TV is not the act that you see that I did. It was much more in depth. I was doing much more. Um, they just cut it up.
yeah.
But it was an amazing experience. I did feel like once I was done, they kind of shoved me out. And I was like, how am I supposed to find my kids now? And I was being like, oh, I'm stuck out here. But we connected eventually. And it was good. It was fun. And it kind of pushed my career just a little bit up there, which was
Uh-huh.
nice.
And do you believe that, for example, have you been spent some time in Canada, of course, your hometown, and also, in the UK? Do you feel like opportunities as an artist, do you find more in the UK, or, through your life, did you find more opportunities in Canada?
There is a very big difference between acting in North America and acting in England. In fact, there's a big difference between acting in England than there is Scotland and Ireland and Wales. England, London, especially, is it's the click. It's the
Uh-huh.
click. And you got to be in the click. If you're not in the, you're kind of out. Um, but I have been lucky enough to do some really great projects here. Um, I just did I just did I was a stand-in for Gerard Butler on a movie just now. So I
Oh,
would and I had to wear all his stuff and that was fun. And then I was in an amazing LGBTQ movie, which is the second movie which is coming out of the series. And I
oh,
played some guy with the president's son. I can't, that's saying too much. Oh no! But it is good here. It is good. Um, uh, I am actually probably getting my people I represent more work here than I am getting myself, which is
right,
which is I don't actually try to get myself work. That's my agent's jobs. And then when I'm like, damn, people, I'm getting work for people that I look after. Why can't the agents that look after me get me work? What the hell? So I don't want to be one of these like, oh, I have an agency, but I'm doing it for myself. No, no, no. My agency, I do it for the people I represent. I
right.
I trust my agents to look after me, but sometimes I feel like I might do more than they do. So
So you also have an agency where you work with other people as well.
absolutely. Started it a couple of years ago because I started representing a few friends of mine in
Hmm.
North America. And it wasn't because there's enough agencies. There's so many acting agencies. It's a bit overwhelming. But back in the old days, agents used to come looking for you. They used to come looking for the talent. Now it's like you have to send all your stuff in and your resumes, and it's kind of like I feel like they're not doing anything. They're not really doing work. Like they're not looking for the talent. They're not hunting for that. So I went back to the old school. I'm going to look for talent, and now I got world record holders. I have giants. I have contortionists. I have stunt people. I have mermaids. I have world record free divers. I got some amazing people that I represent, and they're all amazing,
Well,
and that's the great thing. And I try to push them. And I got newcomers. I got people who've been in the industry for 50 years. Um, I got
well,
the inclusion of the agency is massive. We have non-binary, we have LGBTQ people, we have everyone. Like it's great and it's open and there's no animosity and everyone loves each other. And that's a great thing. Everyone's equal and everyone's rad. And that's what we try to do. We try to promote everyone equally.
well, amazing. Very good. Next question. Let's do it. So before the next question, of course, you mentioned a few times about, your dads. You've got four daughters. So tell
Yes.
me a little bit more about it. What's the best part of being a dad?
So I actually raised my daughters alone. For 10 years. I only just kind of handed them my youngest daughter back to my ex-wife like last year. It's like, here you go, your turn. I'm- I did all the hard work. So I have these four amazing daughters, Amy, Laura, Nicole, and Bella, and they are so special, and I miss them incredibly. Um, I now realize as a parent, when I
Hmm.
was a kid, I wouldn't call my parents. I wouldn't call them up. I used to go traveling around the world. My parents never knew where I was. Being a parent and traveling and working and going home occasionally, and then you don't really hear from your kids, you're like, oh, you kind of realize, damn, I must have been a real ass. Because now I'm like, why don't my kids ever call me? And I try to call them like, you're bugging me, I'm busy. I'm like, I haven't talked to you for 3 weeks and you're 3,000 miles away. So yeah,
Oh,
don't get me wrong. I love my girls, but they have their own lives. And when I see them, that's our time. And basically, yeah, they're amazing. They're super great. They're super great.
so far, what has been the most meaningful lesson you've learned from your kids, from your daughters?
I can tell you this, raising them alone taught me to be the best man I could be.
Hmm.
Definitely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question for you is, what do you talking about, daughters? I think that's a good question for you. What do you think is a good age to start dating and why?
You know what? I think dating is 15, 16 is good. I think that's fine. I think any younger, it's awkward. It's weird.
Tell me the very first time that love hits you, that you felt like, oh my God, now I understand the meaning of love.
Well, I don't know. It was a kiss, and I don't know if it was love, but I was 13 and it was my best friend's older sister, and I kissed her, and it was the first time. And I remember my dad picking me up afterwards, and I felt like I was floating. And I was like, what is this? And my dad goes, that's love. And I was like,
Oh,
oh my God, I love it.
any one person, nowadays you're in a relationship or a single right now?
I'm kind of halfway. I'm kind of all over the place. I kind of
Okay,
take it easy a little bit. I try not to take life too seriously these days.
I see. And when you are in the dating scene, when you are somehow trying to connect with someone, you are of like open your heart a little bit. What's something about the other person that gets your attention straight away that you go like, oh my God, that's a big plus for me.
Oh, eyes. Eyes. I tell you, if they look right into your eyes and then you just can't stop. That's the best thing. You're like, "Oh, wow. Wow." And I don't know if you can see it. I have quite blue eyes, so I get a lot of women going, "Oh, you have such blue eyes." I'm like, "Well, yes, just keep looking at my eyes. It's all good." So yes, the eyes. It's such an important part. And plus, talking. Talking helps.
Totally amazing. 3 questions left. Let's do it. Right, before the next question, let's do a little game. Let's pretend that you have in your hands the biggest budget in the world. So you're gonna put together like a play or a short movie or a scene, and you can cast anyone in the world to be part on it. You're gonna be part of it as well, okay? So you're gonna cast anyone to play your mom. At the same time, you're gonna cast anyone to play your dad, also to play your romantic partner, okay,
Okay.
on this project, and the last one you can collaborate with any director or producer in the whole world to help you to put all together. So tell me those names.
Okay, so I would do Angelica Houston for my mom
Okay,
because
wow.
she used to do a real good Adam's Family. What's her name? My mom used to do a real good one. She looked just like her. My dad, unfortunately, would have to be Danny DeVito because he looks a little like Danny DeVito. He's a short little guy and a little bald and tall. So yeah. Who would be my partner? Oh my God. I can't remember her. That's terrible. Like everybody would like to say Margot Robbie, but you know what? She kind of looks like my ex-wife, so I will say Margot Robbie. So we'll go
Wow.
with that. Yeah, 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 yeah.
And the big boss to help you to put all together.
Oh, you know what? I would have to go James Gunn. He would have to kind of, yeah. I'm kind of
Wow.
impressed with that guy. He's got some cool stuff going on. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so now the question is going to be a bit tougher now. One day, you're going to wake up in the morning having four missed calls on your phone from those names just mentioned right now. I believe all of them they're still with us. Yeah, all those names you mentioned. Okay, between those four calls, which one you're going to call back straight away? Which one you're going to send a message, I call you back later, and the other two you just ignore for now. You don't call back, you don't send a message, just let them waiting for now. Oh my God, tell me.
I have a big heart, so it'd have to be Margot Robbie first, and then James Gunn, and then Angelica Houston, and then I might wait a couple of days and then call Danny DeVito. I don't know.
Oh my lords. All right. Next question is what has been the happiest point of your life and why?
Well, I was lucky enough to have four, so
Oh,
every time I met one, it was the best day of my life. Yeah, and my
wow.
daughter's being born. I was there with every single one of them, and everyone was magical, and you can never take that away.
What's the biggest joy of being Pat? What do you like the most about being you?
I really like bringing. The problem with me is I like bringing happiness, but what I do for a living sometimes scares the crap out of people. So sometimes I like scaring the crap out of people, but also I like bringing the happiness that also comes with that as well. So it's the joy, watching people being entertained or thrilled or shocked or just freaked out. I love that. I love it.
Do you believe that happiness is a choice, Pat?
Yeah, you have to choose it. You have to wake up every day and say, right, are you going to look at the light or are you going to look at the dark? And you have to
Wow,
choose. You're going to look at the light today and go that way. Yeah.
wow, amazing. Two questions left. Let's do it. Okay, next question for you is what is the nicest thing a family member has ever done for you?
It's a tricky one. You know what? I think the best thing that anyone's ever done is my mom giving birth to me. I mean, I don't know what else I can do that's more amazing than that. Like,
Wow,
thank you. Like,
that's so funny. Tell me a person in your life or in your family that when you are feeling the lowest, somehow this person comes to your mind for you to open up a little bit or to talk a little bit. At the same time as well, a person when you are feeling the happiest, you go like, oh my God, I need to share this moment with this person. So tell me which person comes to your mind right now.
well, there's two different. Well, obviously there's four of them to the second question, but the first one, I my grandfather who passed away many years ago, and I looked up to him profoundly. He was my inspiration for many things. And in my darkest times, I think, what would he do? How would he act? How did he get out of this situation or this? And I would think logically, and it would usually work. Um, but when I'm already feeling good and something's amazing, I'm calling my daughters. Hey!
Oh, okay, so your daughters there watch this interview right now and you have a moment, an opportunity to send them a message. What would you say they're watching?
I would say, hello, girls. I love you. Your dad loves you very much. And everything I'm doing is for you. And I hope you appreciate that and everything I've put into you. And you're all amazing. And I'm so proud of you. My God, you've never made anyone so happy than me. And as soon as you guys have kids, it'll make me even happier.
Sweet. Last question. Let's do it. Okay, but before the last question, being an artist, acting, tell me a moment in your career so far that you're gonna go like, you know what, this moment I will hold close to my heart for any reason.
Oh, there's been a few actually. I've been like, how did I get here? Like, um, my first trailer, the first time I ever got my first trailer, and I'm like, oh, this is your trailer, Mr. Mayor. I'm like, this is this is different. I'm not in a
Wow.
whole room with other people. I'm like at my own space and shower and stuff.
Um,
That was a big moment for me. I'm like, well, this is people with an umbrella, and they're like, there's somebody holding an umbrella for me. It's like this is crazy,
wow.
but that was the coolest. It doesn't happen a lot, but that but that was the coolest. Yeah,
Wow.
that was, I felt that day. I was like, I could skip down the road for 10 miles.
Amazing. All right, last question is, do you have any pet peeves?
You know what? I have a lot of pet peeves, but I try to keep most of them to myself. I don't enjoy people that don't believe in inclusion. I see it a lot,
Mhm.
and I see it from every direction. Not from the. I'm I'm not political in any way, but I
Mhm.
see it coming from everywhere. And if I see it, I'm like, I don't care where it's coming from. Stop,
Amazing.
because we're all the same. We're all the same. We all
Totally.
come from the same place, and you got to stop. Like we're all a family on planet Earth here, and it just drives me wild that people fight each other all the time. It just ugh.
Amazing. And what would be the title of your memoir one day?
The man that roars,
Good one.
or the man that roared. I guess.
And when people read your memoir, tell me something that would you like people to take with them?
I think the best thing they'll get from anything, and it's what I teach my kids all the time. You never judge anybody on their worst day, ever.
Wow, good one. Right, so then yet, let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to say some words, just one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking. Let's start with money,
Lack of.
fear,
Fear or beer? It's very different.
fear,
Oh, hide and go seek.
family,
Kids.
life,
Keep rolling.
religion,
Choice.
love,
Everywhere.
sex,
Overrated.
friendship,
Should be more.
desire,
An idea.
regret,
Don't worry about them.
success,
Look forward to it.
wish,
Always.
happiness.
Always.
One word for Quebec.
Ah, tabernacle.
What's that?
So, I'll have to explain this quickly because it's quite a funny thing. So, Quebec used to be very religious, very Catholic, and so they didn't have normal words. Like if you call someone an asshole there, they don't care. But if you call someone a tabernacle, that's fighting words. And basically, tabernacle, and this is the crazy thing, a tabernacle is a religious cupboard with some things in it,
Interesting.
and that is like the worst swear word in Quebec.
One word for England.
Oh, home.
And the last one now, acting, one word.
Oh, always.
Wow. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your four daughters for a coffee, and I'm gonna ask them to agree in one word to define you in a positive word and a negative word only. So four of them, they need to agree in one word. What do you think they would agree on? in a positive and negative word to define you?
They would probably say weird.
For positive or negative?
Uh, Probably both. Um, 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 Unpredictable, they would probably say. Yeah.
If I would ask the same question to your best friend, would be the same answer?
A lunatic. That's they'd call me a lunatic. Yeah, probably, definitely.
What's your star sign astrology, Patty?
I am a librarian,
So
Libra. So
Libra,
yeah,
October. So October then.
yeah.
To like celebrating birthdays.
Very, very. I'm very balanced. Very balanced.
Yes,
Yes.
amazing. Let's play now, Pat, in the matchbox, and you can ask me a question. All right, but before you ask me the question, people watching this interview right now, maybe they would like to connect with you through your agency, to find new talent, to represent some people. What's the best, what's something about your business that's, attracts people?
Well, we're unique. We don't discriminate, and basically everyone is invited. Because as I say, everyone's equal, and I think everyone has their special skill. So anyone can contact us at Creature Creations Agency uh, anytime. Go online. We have an Instagram, which is new, because I had an old one which got, I think somebody stole it and then it disappeared. We've got the website. We've got the roster.
Okay.
We do groups. It's a good family we have on there too. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Amazing. Okay, you can ask me a question now.
Right. I have a question because it's very relevant to the things that's going on right now. And me and people are, and it's funny because I used to believe it. And now I kind of like, do I believe it? And I'm going to ask you, and it's a big thing that we all talk about around here right now. Do you think we landed on the moon?
Wow, what a great question. I had here over 1,000 interviews on the show, and I don't think anyone asked me this question yet. Wow.
Because I used to think we did.
Yes. You know what? It's so interesting, this question, because back in Brazil, I remember as a child, I remember like my grandparents talking about that. At the same time as well, I remember my grandmother saying, you know what, but no one can prove that. I remember she like somehow making this comment, and she put that in my mind, somehow. However, I'm a big believer apart. If you tell me, William, you know, anything beautiful is gonna happen tomorrow, I would believe you. I'm a big believer. I believe in people, I believe in situations, I believe in information. It can be dangerous as well, of course. However, I think, yes, I believe, deep inside, even if I have any doubts or something's not right for me, or, but I don't know, it would be too.
It's tricky, right? I
I
want to
know,
believe.
I know. The thing is, I think it would be too bad if somehow this what made it up, or, you know what I mean? I think they would find out, or somebody would tell. I don't know. I think it would be too obvious if, they would find out somehow. It wouldn't be true. However, there's always a doubt behind.
There's always a
But
doubt.
there's a doubt. But I believe that yes. If I would ask between no and yes, I would say yes.
Yes, it's
I,
true. I
I
mean, they did bring 30 pounds of moon rock back with them. I mean,
you know what? When I was working for Disney Cruise Line for Disney World, I was based in Orlando, in Port Canaveral. And in Port Canaveral, where they launched, the rocks to go to the
yeah,
space.
yeah.
And I remember once we had the opportunity to visit the NASA and check, and there was a place there. There was a stone that you could touch from the moon, so it's like you could touch it. So I remember touching it. I was like, oh my god, this came from the moon. I was overwhelmed about it.
You want
So
to believe. You want to believe.
I
William, you
know,
want to
I
believe.
know. I would say yes. I would say yes. I think yes. I think I don't know. It's weird. It's difficult to put your thoughts on it to go around.
It's
But
it's
yeah,
so hard, isn't it? I'm like, I got a book when I was a kid. My dad gave to me, and it was this thick, and it was all about it, and it's massive, massive book.
right.
And I'm like, how could this book just be all fake? Can't be fake.
It's the same. Some people they believe that the world is
Oh,
flat. Yeah,
yeah, which
yeah.
is to me, I'm like,
It's the
The
you know,
horizon.
yeah, because if you look ahead, you're gonna see everything flat. So there is always a controversy. You know what I mean? There is always something. Anyway, those topics I think is amazing to make us think, to make us understand, to get you into it. And the best part is to have this doubt behind, you know what I mean? Our minds. That's the big part of it, the best
Well,
of
that's the thing,
it.
because the reason we talk about it now is because we talk about if the moon landing didn't happen. Wow, what a production that was! Like
I know.
they did that for 7 years. They filmed it, they choreographed. Like, wow, what a production!
Yeah,
It's like bigger than
yeah,
Lord of the Rings. Like,
I know. Anyway, let's I'll be in the team that believes it. I'll be, cheering up. Yes, let's believe about that. Let's see it.
yes,
Would you go to the moon if you could one day, if you had the opportunity to get, some help prepared? Would you go, Pat?
I would go to the moon, Mars, Saturn, anywhere. I think
That's yeah.
the adventure would be amazing.
That's for me something that's I think I'll be scared. I don't know, I'll be scared to go. I think it would be so far and I'll be scared to not be able to come back. I don't know. I wouldn't be so excited to be honest to you. I like
No,
to I like to see people going and exploring and bringing news and pictures and everything. But for me to be there, I think I'd be a bit scared,
it
honestly.
could be scary. It would be scary. I would be scared. Trust me, I would be
Yeah,
scared.
for
Yeah.
sure. Did you enjoy the interview?
Great.
Thank you so much. Thanks for taking the time. Thanks for
Thank you,
this.
William. It's been great to talk to you. Thank you.
Thanks so much. I love your energy. I love the way you approach life. I love your love for your daughters, for your career, and for
Thank you.
people as well. I love the way you approach, your business based in people, supporting people to be themselves. Doesn't matter who they are, how they approach
Absolutely.
life. And it's amazing to see people, creating business to open this umbrella for people to be themselves. I think it's very important nowadays, more than ever, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
I would say everyone, you know what? Be cool to one another. Just love. Just love, because that's all we need is love, really.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thanks again. Regards to your family, to your friends, and your
Thank
daughters. And
you.
keep in touch. It was a pleasure having you on the show, okay?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for
Keep in
having me.
touch.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye. See you next time.